Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Vince Cameron again. I'm here to speak about another facet of the master contract proposal for modification and extension. As most of you know, I've introduced myself in previous videos to discuss my concerns that relate to this 2009 contract, which is has been proposed for ratification on November 17th. And the topic I want to discuss today is technology. There is a provision in this particular proposal that speaks on technology. Now, I want to be the first to tell you, as being one who believes that as a child has come up in a generation where technology has been evolving all around us, I've seen the need for us to raise the bar on our role in as it relates to technology and the craft. I've been pushing for that for some time. As a matter of fact, in 2006, I put together a resolution that I submitted at the International Convention, which was ratified by the delegates at that convention, calling for implementing more technology in the manner in which the ILA does its work and compiles its data so that we'd be more intelligent at the table as far as being in the know as to what the impact of potential proposals would be relative to negotiation. Now that passed, but have they utilized it? No. It would have, given that it was passed in 2006, it should have been in place before this round of negotiations. But once again, they did it. They negotiated like they have in the past. And I think the biggest handicap we have relative to negotiations, especially in an area like technology, comes in the fact that the people that represent us and on these issues are a couple generations removed from the technology that we use on everyday situations. And so with that kind of gap in understanding, they're pretty much out of their element, and as a result, aren't very comfortable with dealing with this issue, even though the reality of the situation is that the last frontier for longshoremen going forward is going to be it's going to be in technology. Heck, the checkers are catching it right now relative to factoring in their place. What do you think is going to happen to us? We all know about Rotterdam and the automated facility they have over there and the robots that they have driving the trucks and everything. It's all automated. Matter of fact, the lark is they got a picture of a man in the cab of the truck, but there's no men there except for the crane operators. This is now came on the shores of the United States. Norfolk has an automated facility. They've got the RTGs that run by remote control, and it's almost like setting a dishwasher. If you want to set up for a ship the next day, you basically can punch in the computations. It locates the boxes based on the GPS devices that are on all of the boxes. Those RTGs will work all night shuffling boxes around in preparation for a ship's arrival. And when it comes to loading on the back of a truck, they stop just short of loading it on the back of a truck. There are lanes at the end of the roads where the RTGs work, and the remote controlled RTGs will come right up to the lanes, line up with the truck, and then stop. And then a screen will pop up in a cab that might be a quarter of a mile, a half mile away in some office, and one longshoreman with maybe 6 screens in front of him will then manually, with the remote controls, land the box onto the back of the chassis. Now that means now one man can load 6 different vehicles, because every time these RTGs line up with a box, it'll turn the control over, and he's just landing them, and once he lands it, that RTG is back under self-program. That's the kind of technology that we're looking at today, and that's going to equate to a manless terminal before you know it. And if we don't take a stronger stance and factor ourselves into the equation, we will be out of the equation. In 2004 or 5, we had a meeting in Norfolk, Virginia. It's called a technology conference. Now, we had some concrete discussions about the things that we were going to do, and guess what? Nothing materialized. In the end, we ended up doing the same thing we had always done, and that's what? Not anything. We haven't met again. We were supposed to meet again within the next 6 months, and to this date, we have not met back at the table from that as a result of what occurred in that technology conference, which was actually positive. and you think we get some traction and we moving forward? Not at all. Nothing has happened. Now we've got language in here, and it's loosely outlined because this provision says that what we'll do is they'll put a committee together and they'll come up with a mission statement. Go figure, a mission statement that basically says what the impact on. They're going to do some analysis to gauge what the impact of technology is on the craft. Management already knows what the impact is, and they're investing billions in infrastructure to set in place what will be the pieces of the puzzle that will make for manless terminals. Norfolk is just the beginning. Hanjin has already laid down some of the particulars as to what they want to do with an automated terminal in the port of Jacksonville, Florida. If we don't grab this bull by the horns, we'll be left at the altar. Right behind me is the TraPac terminal. TraPac on the West Coast, through just ocular readers and GPS devices, enhanced their throughput in a week. They went from handling like 6,000 boxes to 12,000 boxes just with those two devices. Now, what does that mean? They didn't change the manpower footprint, but through technology, they were able to enhance their productivity 100%. So technically, what we lost there was a week's worth of salaries for those people that worked at that operation. But unlike containerization, where there was a subsidy in the form of a royalty, we have not yet got around to embracing technology and getting subsidies for our people that are being displaced as a result of technology gains that are current here today. And you know, you think about it, there was a time when we had 130,000 longshoremen. Now we're under 40. We got to wake up to the reality or we'll be left at the altar. And that is my rant for today. God bless you. God bless the ILA.